What is going on, everyone? This is Ryan with Automatic Comics. If you haven't watched the first part of this video, I picked up a collection along with Aaron or AA Comics. This is part 2. We're going through all the kind of like the key comics that were part of this collection, doing an unboxing. I have not looked at generally any of these close up yet, so this is my first time seeing them close up. This one was in the first video, so I just thought I would open up with this one real quick just to kind of show you the interior as well, since this one is missing the Marvel value stamp, kind of give you an idea what to look for with that. But in general, it's a pretty nice book. But I just wanted to show you real quick what to look for with that Marvel value stamp, and then we will get into those other books that are part of this collection. So here's that opening splash page with Wolverine. Awesome opening splash page. Awesome cover. But when you want when you got to check the Marvel value stamp on this book, because if it's there or if it's not there, it does make a big difference on value. It is much later on in the book. I'm just going to flip. We'll see if I think I almost got right to it. So let's see, here we go. There it is. All right, so here is where the Marvel value stamp should be. And I know sometimes people get confused and they flip through this and they think it's actually there. They think that's what it is, but it is not. So you can see it was cut out. It's kind of funny. It looks like somebody when they cut it out, they used like a pencil and they just like rubbed really hard where it was so they could get it out. I would say this is almost one of the best case scenarios because they didn't cut through the side. So obviously, it's still missing, but they didn't damage the page in any other way. So this is what you're looking for. That's Marvel value stamp. This one is missing it, unfortunately. But if you ever get a Hulk 181, always make sure that you check for that. Now, let's get into some more of these awesome comics from this collection. Here we've got the next bag of comics from this collection. If you haven't watched the first part, basically Aaron pulled most of the keys from the collection, sent them to me in a large box. In that box, there were multiple Gemini mailers. Inside those Gemini mailers, there were kind of these like bricks of comics. I know what's in the collection. I saw the full list. I've seen some pictures, but I really don't have much of an idea about condition and that kind of thing. So you are seeing these along with me for the first time. So I'm just gonna start pulling books out of here, and we'll see which books are part of this one. All right. You can see that one right there, but we'll start here. We've got X-Men number 213. I like this cover. It is an awesome Sabretooth Wolverine cover. Not one of those that is typically going to be worth grading unless it's really high grade, like a 9.8. It is a newsstand, so that could mean, more if it is actually 9.8 condition, but I'll take a close look at all of these and we'll ultimately decide what to do with them. But yeah. Awesome Wolverine and Sabretooth cover, and X-Men 222, another awesome Wolverine and Sabretooth cover. This one is the direct edition, doesn't have the little barcode there, but yeah, I mean, these ones are they're just amazing covers from that era. Let's see what we've got next here. Oh, I can see Punisher right there. So here, we've got Wolverine number 1. This is from the continuous series, not the limited series. And yeah, issue number 1. Aaron did say this one looked like it was in pretty nice condition. It's one of those books that 9.6, 9.8, it's generally worth grading. If it's not that, then you typically will keep it raw. So I will take a close look at this one. We'll make that determination on if we want to get it graded or not. Then we've got another number 1, Punisher number 1. This is cool to see because I had that collection that I bought maybe 3 months ago, and it did not have issue number 1. It had started, I think, at issue number 2. But yeah, so cool to see Punisher issue number 1. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, and here we've got the limited series. It also didn't have number 1, I don't think, from the limited series. I think so. I think it started at 2. So we've got Punisher from the limited series number 1. I love this cover. This is just such an awesome cover. And it's just, yeah, I mean, just a great run. So this is one of those that if you don't know, it's kind of funny because it says number 1 in a 4-issue limited series, but they ended up going to 5 issues, so they change it later on. So here's number 4, or number 1, and then it goes, yeah, here it goes, number 2 in a 5-issue limited series. and I'm guessing, I don't remember if it had all of them or not. Yep, number 3 in a 4-issue limited series. Then we got number 4 in a 4-issue limited series. And let's see if it has number 5. Yep, there we go. Number 5 in a 5-issue limited series. So kind of funny how it jumps back and forth in that, but one of those that it's great to have all 5. So this is one of those things, if you're looking to sell books, having that full run really helps when you're putting together a lot of comics to sell. So issues 1 through 5 on that limited series. And again, it's one of those that I will take a close look, especially at issue number 1, because that one can definitely be worth grading if it does hit that, like that 9.8 or maybe even the 9.6. I mean, I can see a spine tick, pretty decent spine tick right there, but we'll see. We'll see what the overall book looks like. Obviously, you have to take them out of the bag, and you got to look at the back covers, all that kind of stuff. And then there was a little random Silver Age that was part of this collection, and this is just one of those. Daredevil number 17. Looks like it has kind of like a sub crease there, but still Silver Age Daredevil. So cool to see, some Silver Age books that were part of this collection. All right, let's move on to the next bag of comics. All right, so now we've got the next Gemini full of comics. You can see it's just these. It's like brick after brick. Aaron packed them real well, and just some really cool books, just one after another. So let's see what we're going to start with here. I got more X-Men. We've got some earlier X-Men. We've got X-Men number 99. I don't think these were in super high grade or anything, but still cool to get these. X-Men 94 is one of the big books from this run, because that's when you have the first new X-Men in their continuous run, and so it's pretty early on in that. Issue number 99. There was no 101, unfortunately, that was in this collection, that first Phoenix. Let's see what this one is here. I've got X-Men 104. Awesome Magneto cover. And again, I'll take a close look at these, but you can see here, pretty rough staple up there. Looks like, staples popped up there, and this one looks attached on there, but not a high grade book, not one that you would get graded, but still really cool. X-Men 104. All right, now moving on to the next book here. Now we've got X-Men 95. So that's a cool one. That's obviously third appearance of the new X-Men. First one was in giant size, then you got X-Men 94, then X-Men 95. Awesome book. Let's see what this one is. Here we've got X-Men 102. Looks to be in a little nicer condition than some of the other ones, but still does have a kind of a decent corner crease down there. But X-Men 102. Let's see what's next. We've got X-Men 140. Great Wendigo cover. A little bit later, looks to be in a little better condition as well. I do see, kind of one obvious spine tick there. This is one of those books that generally it's a 9.8 or nothing type book if you're going to get it graded. Let's see what we've got here. Then we've got X-Men 256. This is the first appearance of the new Psylocke. I do have one of these that I got in that other collection as well. That's in my kind of like my grading box. I think it has a chance at a 9.8, so I'll take a close look at this. If this one feels like it has a chance at a 9.8 too, I mean, it looks pretty nice. Then I would include that in my 9.8 pre-screen or whatever I'm going to do with that submission. So X-Men 256. I don't know if I said 66 or 56, but it's 56. All right. Then we've got X-Men 251. This book was absurdly pricey when we had the new Deadpool movie that came out, just because of the scene in that movie. Looks like it's got a few spine ticks, but cool book. X-Men 251. Then we've got X-Men 212, another great Wolverine cover. I basically asked to pull all those kind of like X-Men Wolverine covers because I just think they're cool, and thought that they would be fun to get as part of this. Let's see what else we got here. We've got X-Men, two of them. So we've got so here you can see the newsstand and the direct edition. We've got X-Men 211. This is where you've got the Marvel border, where there's a number of different issues from Marvel that have those borders, and people just, they really love to try to collect those. There's some that are definitely harder to get than others. There's like the Care Bears ones and that kind of thing. But yeah, X-Men 211 with that border, and we've got the direct and the newsstand there. So yeah, there's the newsstand. And let's see, we've got 2 more books in here. Oh, there's a good one. Here's a good one too. X-Men number 134. But awesome cover on this one. Again, doesn't look like it's, like super high grade, but still, just this run, this era are great to get. There was no 129, which is that first Kitty Pryde, but we had a 134, and the 133 though. This is a good book. This is that first solo Wolverine story, I believe. But awesome cover. Looks to be in pretty nice condition. And it's got a little wear, but overall, pretty solid looking book. So there were quite a few X-Men books that were part of this collection. This is just some of them, that were ultimately sent to me. All right. Let's move on to the next box. All right, so here we are with the next Gemini's worth of comics. So let's get into it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, got some more X-Men. X-Men number 105, with one of the earlier issues in that series, in that run. And we've got X-Men number 103. Like I said, there were a lot of X-Men that were part of this collection. Then we have a little bit of Silver Age. Like I mentioned, there was just a little bit of Silver Age. We got Amazing Spider-Man number 66. Great Mysterio cover. Actually, looks like it's in pretty decent condition. I mean, you've got the whites and everything that are a little dirty. That can clean up pretty well. But overall, it looks like a pretty solid book. So X-Men number 66, Mysterio cover. Here. I've got X-Men 63, so another one of the few Silver Age books. Great Magneto cover. Again, not one that's in high grade or anything. Like I said, the Silver Age books tended to be in a little bit lower grade. You see a lot of wear, but colors still look great. Awesome book. Oh, Judge Dredd and Predator. All right, so this is one of those it's another one of those books that's kind of like a 9.6, 9.8 or nothing, but Predator number 1. I'll have to take a close look at it, but it does have a pretty decent bend down there. The question, it looks like it breaks color, so this isn't one that I would get graded. This is one that I would keep raw. But when I was a kid, loved the Predator movie, still love the Predator stuff. So awesome to see that. So Predator number 1, awesome cover. And then we've got Judge Dredd number 1. This is another one of those that, condition really makes a difference on if you're going to get this one, graded or not. And I do see some stuff going on up there. Question is, does it break color or not? Probably does. But yeah, Judge Dredd number 1. Cool book. I've never owned that one before. I think I've owned Predator number 1, but I've never owned Judge Dredd number 1. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, we've got New Mutants number 26. I'm gonna blank on the name of that character. I'll put it in the notes. I just, for some reason, I'm blanking on the character. They did the show on him. It's a real crazy show. But yeah, I'm sure people will pick on me in the comments for not remembering that one offhand. But I feel like I've done pretty good calling out everything I'm opening so far. But New Mutants number 26. It'll probably come to me later. Then we've got this awesome Jim Lee cover. X-Men number 268. Definitely one of those that if it's a 9.8 candidate, it is definitely worth getting graded. Just amazing Captain America Wolverine cover and Black Widow. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, what are these? Oh, we got Amazing Spider-Man 299. Controversy book, just like Hulk 180 and 181. Is this the first appearance? Is this, or let's say, is this the cameo? Is this the first full? There's 300 the first full. I don't know. He's on a couple pages in this one. You got like the full page with him on there. I feel like there's a better argument for this one to be a first full than for 180 to be a first full. 180 to me, it's pretty much the definition of a cameo. This one, maybe not. Maybe I'll show, the interior later. We can talk about that. Because 298 is definitely a cameo. That one is absolutely a cameo. There's no way to argue that 298 is like a first full appearance or anything, but yeah. Pretty nice books. Not sure about the condition on these. Looks like I'll probably have to change out like the board there. Got a little ding on that corner, but overall looks really nice. 298. Looks pretty nice. I'll take a close look at these. These are kind of tough 9/8, kind of like ASM 301. All right, we got Web of Spider-Man #1. We've got Amazing Spider-Man 265. Which is this? Is this like first Silver Sable? Something like that. I don't remember. Someone will tell me in the comments. All right, so we've got Amazing Spider-Man 265. Again, one of those. I mean, it looks like a pretty clean copy and a new stand. And then we've got Web of Spider-Man #1. This is definitely one of those books that it's for grading. It's a 9/8 or nothing type book. It's got a little ding kind of down in that corner. Not sure if it could press out or not. So, question. I mean, I'll be looking at all of these to determine if they're, if I'm going to get them graded or not. But, all right. I think that's good for this video. We had three new bags of comics. Got to see the interior, that Hulk 181 to see where the Marvel value stamp is. So, if you'd like to see more videos like this, if you'd like to see the continuation, the final unboxing video for these comics, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and I will see you on the next one.